Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Brand new video on Marvel Contest of Champions coming at you. Now, if you watched my 4-star crystal opening, and you should do because it's a good video, I'll leave a link to that video in the description below. You will know, obviously, this is a spoiler alert, I got Dr. Voodoo. Very, very happy chappy right here. Incredibly happy because I have wanted this champion for a while, since I knew he was coming to the game, with such an interesting backstory to him, with his brother dying. And actually, if you've watched Doctor Strange, you'll know that there's a deleted scene that actually does appear in the film. The gentleman that gets killed in the New York Sanctum, I want to say, and the kind of thing where he kind of, it says that his name is Daniel Drum. So that's cool. That's really cool because then it ties in well. But anyway, it's all about the game, and the game in particular, Dr. Voodoo is a great character. So, without further ado, I think that the only thing that I could really do to make this character better is to take it from 330, awaken that bad boy, and then take him up to 440. So there we have it. Dr. Voodoo has been awakened, and looking at the big changes, it's all about combos. Even combos and odd combos, and what they theoretically do for the champion. And it can vary, okay? On an even combo with the signature ability, it's all about increased ability accuracy and 50% chance to increase the buff duration. So that can be very handy when it comes to what positive effects are affecting you. Next thing is with odd combos, so that's obviously numbering. So people are familiar with an even and odd number. And that is all about 50% decreased ability accuracy and 50% increased debuff duration. So this is then on the enemy. So even is good for you, odd is bad for them. With a lot of mystic characters, there's the nullification or nullifying enemy effects, positive effects that they have, and Dr. Voodoo doesn't escape that. He gets that, which is great. So on the L1, he nullifies applying a poison, dealing 1637.5 direct damage over 20 seconds. Obviously, based on the signature being 1 and also being on the rank, as soon as I get this guy up a little bit higher, things might change. The same thing can be said for the L2 with regards to applications, because a lot of the way that character functions is applying negative effects. So we've got the lowers. The lowers then transfer into some kind of venom damage or spirit venom, which then, you know, starts stripping away health from the enemy. And you can really see with regards to regeneration on the character with nullifying effects, negative effects, as well as poison, as well as power leeching and kind of power stealing and getting power buffs. You can tell why this champion is incredibly popular in the Marvel Contest of Champions community at the moment. It's just really a really amazing character. The only really kind of bad side to this character is the armor rating, which is quite bad at 9.6. However, block proficiency is remarkably high. That's a really high block proficiency, and I thought that there were champions in the game that had, you know, some, you know, super block proficiency past about, you know, 55%. Usually thought that was quite good. However, 62.8% is just that's pretty high. Critical rating, it's all right, and critical damage rating, kind of mediocre. Obviously, we're not going to see certain champions that you like, so your Ultrons, even what is it, just Spider-Man Symbiote, which is like 220%. That's insane. So 175% is good, but it's not like amazing. And another thing, the current event that's running is an all or nothing on Kang, which means that he generates a lot of power very quickly. Now, I did see in my comment section for a previous video that to apply Dr. Voodoo to the situation, he does have a power burn off the L2. But the same thing applies, that you would need to build up the power first, and I'm not quite sure with regards to the armor rating how good it would be to then generate that. I suppose to start off with, you are regenning a lot, so wouldn't really matter. But power burning is still there, so if you hit off an even combo, and that's the thing, you've really got to concentrate on hitting the evens and odd combos to what you currently need. So that's something I will need to work on as I progress further with using this character. So what I'm going to do is take Dr. Voodoo up to 440. He certainly deserves it, and as soon as I get more Mystic Tier 4 class catalysts, I will then have to take him up even further. So not a huge amount has actually changed from the point of getting up to 440. A little bit has changed with regards to the percentage off of the even and odd combos. It's now risen to 57.54%, which it was a little bit lower before. The SP1 has increased. SP2 with regards to percentages has increased as well. Let's have a look at the attributes. So on the attributes, again, nothing much changed. The critical rating has remained similar. I think it's only gone up by 0.2%. The same thing goes with the critical damage rating. It's now risen to 177.7. And then armor rating has gone up to 10.8%, which is a little bit better than it was before, but not huge. And the block proficiency, I think, has gone out a tiny little bit. And that's cool. It does mean it's going to be a lot better. My final thoughts on Dr. Voodoo are that I really like the champion. Unfortunately, from the gameplay that you saw, I was experiencing a lot of lag. There's points where I don't know if it's my device, and I don't know whether or not it's Kabam. But this is being recorded on the 19th of May, and I do feel that my Alliance teammates, as well as I, experience problems when it comes to just lagging in certain bits. I even just saw there, where I just moved the screen, it just kept his cape in a very frozen state. So if that's the case, then Kabam needs to get this sorted, because you know this is just that it's not very playable. But in any case, the core facts are that I'm going to use Dr. Voodoo a lot for questing, not any kind of end game stuff, but questing in particular. The extent of power burn, which is quite powerful, does mean that this champion would be a real asset to my team. The idea between odd and even combos, I will try and focus on. But sometimes you have to remember that you have to, if you want to hit an odd combo, you've got to be on an even combo. So that at the point of hit, it is then the respective combo that you want. If you try too much to concentrate on that, I can imagine sometimes you might feel yourself lost in combinations. But the core facts of the champion with regards to Spirit Venom is amazing. I love the aspect of burning the enemy, as well as poisoning, as well as spirit venoming, which is kind of a poison in any case the enemy. It's an added depth to this character. The downside still is armor. Armor is trash, so expect to get hit and take damage. It's kind of handy to have that regeneration at the start, but it is nullifiable. It's not really a word, but all I really need to know is you can get nullified. You can get heal block on, and then it kind of renders the champion kind of bad for the start point. However, though, the regeneration will continue to grow as signature levels increase. I'm pretty sure of that. Maybe would have been best for 5-star, but still, 4-star still good. And in the future, I will be taking this champion to rank 5. A good, well-rounded champion, except for the armor, but you know, apart from that, it's all good. Anyway, thanks very much for watching this video. It's been a 440 awakening and a bit of fun with Dr. Voodoo. If you did enjoy it, please hit that like button, subscribe for more Marvel Contest of Champions content, Catch me in a live stream soon, and I shall catch you on the flip side. Bye bye for now.